Right, we are here at the Belfry again. We're here at the Custom Fit Centre today. Me and Pierce are getting fitted for our new set of golf clubs. So I haven't actually tried any of the TaylorMade products yet, really, because of my wrist. So we're in here now with one of the fitters off tour, actually, who's going to be taking us through a full fitting irons, wedges and woods. So I'm looking forward to trying the products out today to see how much better they are than the current one. So let's get in there and let's get started. Not sure who's going first actually. I think I might go first and just get in some shots. And we've got Tom the Bomb Davis looking after us today with Andrew Bostock. How you doing, boys? Well, good. Look at the weather out there. Should we just go for a game of golf instead? So we're going to be able to take our clubs away with us, Tom, today?
The metalwoods for sure.
The metalwoods for sure, perfect. So irons maybe not. Let's have a look actually. So we're taking all these away with us, that's nice. Right, I'm at first, iron testing first, so I'm going to just have a look at my own and then compare them against the, I think I'm going to be trying M1, 770 and 750, so interesting to see what the results are.
Right then, Andy is being fit first and he's in the irons at the moment, so it's going to be interesting what he's got PSI, so it'll be interesting, talking about you, not to you. It's going to be interesting to see whether you're going to be going M1 or maybe something slightly better. Are you good enough to use anything better than...
I'm good enough to use the M1. Sorry.
You're good enough to use the M1. And we've got Tom, obviously. You've already seen him.
High flat, yeah. Shaft back that. Yeah. You could probably get away with something which has got, you know, a little bit of a wider saw. Yeah. But definitely go for something which, you can see even with this, which is not a wider saw, all of your marks are on the back there.
Yeah.
So potentially, I mean, I don't know what the distance is going to be like with this as well, but we could potentially move that from like a 58 into a 57.5 or a 57.
I'm quite happy with anything like that.
Okay. So the window, I guess, then is a ball starting.
When you're fitting someone, Tom, when the guy's on tour, what are you looking for? What's the main thing that you want to see?
I mean, it depends on the player, but certainly in this situation, I'm just trying to understand the way Andy delivers the club and what he does in a good shot versus a bad shot. I'm just trying to build a golf club then to, you know, to help him on the golf course, really.
Okay.
So I'm looking at attack angle. I'm looking at club path. I'm looking at face to path. I'm also looking at launch direction and seeing where the patterns are as well.
So you're not just looking at how the golf ball comes off the face, you're looking at how the club is delivered to the ball as well.
Exactly, because I didn't know whether, you know, what Andy's trying to do and what he can do is the same.
Yeah, of course, I think a lot of people assume that straight away when you have a fitting that you're just going to see somebody, you're looking at how the ball comes off the face and optimising that, but actually there's a little bit more to it, isn't there? You've got to understand what the golfer's doing.
If somebody wants to, you know, to play a nice high draw,
and
they've got a delivery pattern where it's going to be a low fade, then, you know, they might need a lesson before.
Yeah. No matter how good you are, you're not going to. How good the clubs are, you're not going to change that.
Possibility of the ball going left and the shaft being softer. Because I mean, we've gone from S flex. I mean, this is still technically S flex, but it's a very, very strong S flex.
It's heavy. This feels heavy.
Still cope with that though?
Yeah.
That was the least yes and yes.
What was the start direction on that one?
Well, that one was actually a couple of degrees left, so it was okay. But and I mean, if you do launch it at 3 degrees left and you heel it, like you did on the last one, it's still going to be right down side of the fairway.
Yeah.
So what's the launch direction on that then?
So that's 2.3, the one before was 2.9.
Okay.
Do you try and launch that one a little bit further left there? Okay, good. I mean, if your launch direction is 2.3 left, then you don't have to do anything different. I remember when I'd done my first interview with TaylorMade, I was on the tour truck and they got me to use this to do Stephen Dodd's Loft and Lies. I reckon it took me 45 minutes to do his set.
Yeah.
And they gave you the job?
They didn't, no.
Oh, they didn't?
They genuinely didn't.
Okay. Okay, then. So Tom, thanks for putting up for Andy for the last 18 hours, what it feels like on the fitting. Did he do okay?
He done very well. Yeah,
Did he? Don't say that.
Killed me. I think I need a massage now when I finish this one.
Quickly on the wedges and the irons, happy?
So irons, yeah, I've changed from the PSIs to the 770, so I've gone back to a little bit more of a blade looking club because I want to feel that sort of control of the iron, slightly softer feel, forged head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about the control of the irons for me. The PSI, for me, actually went too far. They were really strong. So
rocket launchers, aren't they?
They are, yeah. So the 770 is really good, nice looking club and soft feel. Wedges I've gone for 52, 58, but Tom's going to kindly grind down the 58s because I like to actually manipulate the face and work the sole of the club on the ground. So that's Tom's project to get that right for me.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and the wood. So I've gone for a M1 in the driver tongue, haven't I? M2 in the 3 wood and M1 in the rescue.
So obviously a big difference. I mean, obviously we've got M1s, we've got M2s. There's a reason for choosing these. So I want to ask you, why have you gone for the driver M1 over M2?
Tom,
we'll let Tom answer that.
I mean, this one was definitely the best out of all the products available at the moment. Andy, with his original driver, it was spinning a little bit too much. The dispersion was a little bit left and right. So what we found with the M1 460, it had the perfect balance between dispersion and bringing the spin rate down as well. And obviously we've got the adjustability there if he needs to, if he wants to change his swing or anything does change in the next couple of months as he starts to play a little bit more.
Sorry, were you saying then, Andy?
Yeah, so for me, I tend to get that ball spinning a little too much where I'll lose distance. So this one, for me, just bringing that spin down, it's nice to sort of get the most out of this. So into the breeze or something like this is going to be a better club for me as well.
Okay, I'm really struggling here. I can get the club head in, but I can't get your fringing. So what would you prefer?
Whatever you like.
Okay, so M2 then, Andy.
M2
in the fairway metal.
Fairway, so M2 fairway, again, slightly bigger head. I just prefer that, a little bit more forgiving, deeper face. I'm going to use this off the tee a bit actually. Really love the head on this one. Love the shape of this actually over the M1. So bit to do with the shape, but also a bit to do with the performance off the tee as well. I haven't played that many rescue clubs, but this one gives me a nice option to, if I want to hit a high soft landing shot really, spins a bit more than the 2 iron and the longer iron, so just a slightly different option for me coming into the greens. But I've still got the adjustability in this as well, which is good. So if I'm maybe want to protect a certain side of the course, which for me is protecting left, I can just move that out to the toe on the fade side there.
So your 2 iron and your rescue are kind of like they're like squad members that will alternate depending on the course potentially.
In America, potentially I might use this a bit more.
Okay.
Maybe if I'm playing in an open course or something like a links course, I'd go for the 2 iron.
Yeah. Okay.
So I am a 1-2-1. That's my combination. 1-2-1.
1-2-1.
Cheers, Tom. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Enjoyed it.
My go now.
I'm going for a rest now. Okay, so I'm done, all sorted. Pierce is up now, testing his irons, comparing his PSIs against some of the new ones. So just getting the data now on the TrackMan from his current set, and then we'll see. We'll have a chat with Tom here just to see what Pierce likes to do on the golf course and not. So.
If you had a go-to shot, it's going to be a draw.
Tom, Andy's left it. He's gone on the golf course to play with Aaron, so we're going to catch those. Yeah, lucky Andy. So he's going to we're going to catch him up in a little bit. So, but I've done. So, guess what? Similar stuff to Andy. Irons the same, P770, 3 iron to wedge. Again, we're going to go through what's in the bag in more detail with Tom, and go into a lot more finer detail with it. You're really going to enjoy that, by the way. So we'll go through that. So 3 wedges the same again, 52, 56, 60, and some changes in the long game stuff. So driver, let's start with that. So I was fit for M1 in December. Still M1 now, so I'm happy with that. But we've just changed things around a little bit with the weights, which for me is actually the whole idea of me going for the M1 over M2. So M1 for me spins a little bit less than the M2. So the M2 may help me a little bit because I need a little bit more spin, but with some changes I'm doing on my golf swing, M1's going to work, isn't it, Tom? Why have we done that differently?
So what we've actually done is moved 2 weights, so one from the front track into the back tracks. So take a look at that.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, so
we've
normally
got-
there's one in there, isn't it, in the front?
Exactly. So we've got double the weight in the back track here, which is just going to help on spin a little bit. You
Okay.
probably can't see it on camera, but for Piers, his strikes are a little high on the face. So the more weight that we can put in the back at the moment, the better.
Okay.
But that might change.
Yeah,
the
of
more you
course.
play.
So adjustability
Exactly.
is kind of the reason I've gone for 1/2. All right, cool. What have we got in the 3 woods?
17-degree M1. Has this red shaft
Okay.
in, what was it in the end? 6.5 and 75 grams.
Okay. So again, M1 over M. Now M2, I love the M2 3-wood, but I had a little bit of a problem with the gapping, didn't I? It was going a little bit too. This is going to sound crazy. It was going a little bit too far. So when it goes a little bit too far, then I've not got a good gap between my driver and my 3-wood. So with this one, there's a little bit more spin on it, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Which is going to give me a little bit less distance. Still good distance, obviously, but less distance than the M2. So
Yeah,
for
and
me,
you can work it a little bit more if you want. If you want to shape it a little bit more right to left, left to right, you got a bit more workability in it, I would say.
okay, sounds good. So
Yep.
so I'm 1-1 at the moment. Andy was a 1-2.
Here we go.
Okay, rescue M1. 21 degrees, so it's a little bit
Yep.
higher than I normally had before.
Yep, but we've taken the loft down a little bit.
Okay,
Face angle has opened a tiny bit as well, which suits your ball flight. And we've also moved the CG location a little bit into the heel, just to help those strikes coming out of the heel.
Yeah,
there.
there we go. Perfect.
Camera probably can't see
so,
it,
yeah,
but-
you're going to struggle to see this, unfortunately. But one of them is really bad as well, so we're definitely not going to show the camera that.
Yeah,
but
probably hide that one.
you'll hide that one, Tom. So look again, adjustability. So again, throughout the range, there, I've gone 1-1-1 on all of those. For me, it's about the adjustability. Obviously, everybody's different, but I mean, that's why you got to get fit. And I'm excited to use this.
Yeah,
California
should be,
Cup
should
coming
be.
up as well. California Cup coming up.